2, 1.
Hey, what's good with y'all? This is your boy Tick, aka Game Fanatic, the Michael Jordan game, and also the Rebel YouTube. Let me chill out. Hey, what's good with y'all, man? This is your boy Tick, aka Game Fanatic, the Michael Jordan game. Michael Jordan of gaming, and the Rebel YouTube Underground. I'm back with yet another commentary, and tried out this new mic. Hold on, nose getting all stuffy. Hold on. Tried out this new mic, and yeah, I know I said I had a new mic like 2 weeks ago, but this one is brand new. I traded the other one in; it just didn't have that quality I was looking for. I was looking for a more professional type sound, you know. So, you know, since my channel's getting bigger, did this dude spawn behind me literally? Hold on, you better get duked on anyway. Wait for it. Get the duke. But before I get into all that, I know you guys are wondering because you probably missed what I put on the screen when the game first started because y'all been paying attention. Because I know you're going to ask this in the comments. I'm playing GoldenEye Source. Okay, this is a Half-Life mod that someone took and made it into 007. It feels just like it. Everything is pretty much similar. Now, back to what I was saying. Trying out a new mic, you know, since my channel's getting bigger, I was like, you know what, I should get a more professional sounding mic to make my commentaries and stuff sound, you know, a bit better and more interesting and all that stuff. I think that was the right word I should have used. I don't know. But anyway, let's get to the nitty gritty. You see the title, man. You can put all the rumors aside because Sony has come out and confirmed that, yes, they have been working on a VR headset. And you know I'm hype about that. If you've been following me on YouTube since, like, I think late 2012, early 2013, you'd have seen a video about arcades that I made on Battlefield 3. And I was talking about how to bring them back. And I was like, virtual reality would be able to do it. Because I was always a fan of that and always wanted it to come around. And yeah, I know, it was around in the 90s. Now, I remember when I was younger in the 90s, there was a movie I watched called Brain Scan. And the movie was so stupid now that I look at it now. But back then, I used to like it. It was a horror movie. And it had the dude, Edward Furlong, you know, the guy who played John Connor in Terminator 2. Like, he was a little kid who had like this PC or something or whatever. And it was virtual reality. So he got this game called Brain Scan, which it was supposed to be ultra realistic. So what happened was in the video game, he went in and had to break into somebody's house and kill this person and then bring his foot back as like a clue that he did it or something. Kind of found out the murders he committed in that game were committed in real life. So he actually killed somebody in real life, and it was just this crazy little story or whatever. So, like, I've always wanted virtual reality, and Nintendo, support Nintendo, by the way, Nintendo, and I know there's a lot of pop sounds going on in the mic. That's because I don't have a pop filter. I have to get that later on, and it'll sound a lot smoother, but I don't have the money right now to do that. Actually, I do. I'm just being cheap. But anyway, Nintendo tried back in the day with the Nintendo Virtual Boy, but if you remember back in the mid-90s, if you're old enough, you would know that it was an ultimate failure. And the reason was because Nintendo they tried to rush it out and they were being cheap. Pretty much, it was supposed to be a portable device. It was marketed as portable, but the problem was the goggles did not have a headband strap. All it had was a bipod you put on the floor or on your table, and you put your face into it to view it. Second of all, it had an issue with the tech because, you know, Nintendo wanted to take the cheap route. The problem was there was no color. The only color you had on the screen was red and black. Red and black was the only color. I hope that motorcycle didn't get picked up, but it was red and black. So what that problem caused was people were saying they had issues of blindness, headaches, and things like that because it looked just like what you see on the screen right now. They had blindness and other issues. They actually had a disclaimer on the box that said don't play too long because you might experience issues. So that was another failure. And the third one was there weren't a lot of games on it, and that was because Nintendo didn't allow developers to learn how to use the technology. So they only had a handful of people that actually made games for it. And out of those games, like 95 of the people who developed the games didn't even use the virtual reality type feature. They didn't make a game in a virtual reality type style. So there were only like 2 games had a 3D type feel to it. All the other ones did not. So it was automatic failure. But the Project Morpheus, which is the PlayStation one, that has been announced, the Project Morpheus one, it looks promising. We all knew about the Oculus Rift, but Oculus Rift, they haven't announced anything. Like, they haven't made any moves, so we don't know what console is supposed to be working for and all this other stuff, what developers they got for it. But you know, since PlayStation has their own, you know, PlayStation is a big, you know, is a big gaming company, and they have their like a lot of studios, so they're going to have those titles for it and stuff like that, and developers to work on titles for it. And it looks promising. It's set to drop for the PlayStation 4. It's supposed to work with the DualShock 4 controller, the PlayStation Move controller, and the PlayStation Cam, the Move Cam, or whatever it's called. I'm not sure what it's called, but that. So I'm excited. You know, I'm a Sony pony. You know, I was a micro softie last year. You know, I had an Xbox 360, didn't get a PS3. I should have. Wish I did. But I'm going with the PS4 this year. So this year I am a Sony pony. Sorry for you micro softies. You might not have, you know, a virtual reality console, but no, Microsoft, they can pay Oculus Rift for it, because, you know, I have seen Oculus Rift hooked up to the Kinect and being demoed. So yeah, so I'm gonna link 2 videos in the description. Well, 2 links in the description. One is an article about the Project Morpheus, and one is a video Kotaku using their hands on Kotaku or whatever. But anyway, leave a comment. Let me know how you feel about VR. I think this is revolutionary and the first step into next gen. So let me know. But this is your boy Tick, aka Game Fanatic, and I'm gone.